Yesterday, an around 40 years old woman asked me a dating related question. She lives together with her boyfriend and the boyfriend's parents, and they are in a relationship for 19 years, but she's not very happy. And now in the workplace, there is a younger guy, 11 years younger than her, and very interested in her. And the question was which one to choose or how to choose. And now, okay, here is my thinking, not specifically about this situation, but how to think. First, ask this question, even if there is no a second person. Ask this question that knowing what you know about your present boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife, ask this question that would you choose this person again? So let's say you know this person, but this is the beginning of the relationship. Would you start it again? Because if yes, then it's very clear that stay with this person. If not, then this is one reason why to break up, but not all the reasons, just one. Okay. Also look at the personality. Try to project you and the other person, the existing one or maybe the potential one, into the future. How these people will change, how will you change, what are the potential that you will change. Because let's say this lady was more enthusiastic about the new relationship, because of course it's more about the dream, because you don't really know the new person, even if that guy is a colleague, so she knows something about her, but of course they didn't live together, they don't have too much knowledge about each other outside the work, so people behaves in a specific situation in a specific way, but maybe in a private situation it will be totally different. So you really should know the other person better, but at least try to think about what is the potential for this person to grow, to develop, what about the interest, but not just in the present but in the future. And if let's say you start to get tired of a person, not really interested, maybe everything is very boring, nothing to talk about, if you have this problem now, it can happen with the next person, because maybe it's very fresh and very new, and then you will have a very good time at the beginning, maybe love, romance, maybe some trouble, maybe new ideas, new perspective. But then if you really rely on other people to be happy, then probably you will have the same problem later. So it's much more about whether you are able to generate happiness and good feelings and enjoy the life without anybody else, just alone. And in this case, you don't really need refresh, new experience to be happy. So think about this, whether is this really about that this person really so great, or just about you have a desire for novelty, the new experience, because in this case the new person will be an old person very soon, and then you will have the same problem. And you can also try to refresh the old relationship. But finally you have to make a decision. What is really the problem with the existing boyfriend or girlfriend? Is there any chance that you can grow and improve yourself, so you will get a better response from the other person? Or this person is really totally lazy, doesn't care about you, even if you try to talk to them and shake up the relationship, there is no any response. So is the relationship with the existing partner, is it dead? You are just together. Like say in this woman's case, what I felt that because here in Hong Kong, it's not very easy to live alone. The rent is very high, or if you want to buy a flat, it's very difficult. So she doesn't really have anywhere to go because she lives there, and if she wants to live alone, then maybe the cost of renting a flat is maybe half of her salary. So what I felt about her situation, that she trapped in an unhappy relationship. It's boring, and she also mentioned that maybe 10-15 years ago this boyfriend cheated with somebody. She doesn't talk about this with the guy, but with from a third person. So, and it's very dangerous to listen to third people, because maybe they want to help you, but maybe they misunderstand something, and maybe so it's not very wise to listen to other third person. But maybe you can start to ask your existing partner what really happened and clarify. Maybe it's a misunderstanding, maybe the person really cheated. So her situation, that basically she's not happy, she feels trapped in the relationship, even if without a third person, a new person, it would be very difficult to break up, because there is a financial component, and even if she doesn't have a child, it's still very difficult. But when there is a new hope, then people in this situation, they are more brave to start anew and have a better motivation. So one is that maybe she doesn't want to be alone, she needs somebody, and now she finds somebody, but also that trapped in. So you really have to think basically about yourself. What do you really want? What kind of man or woman do you want in your life? Do you live together with somebody just because it's convenient, you get used to it, you don't want any change in your life? Or it's cheap, you can save money, or you can share the work and you don't have to do this. So it's convenience. So it can be that convenience against novelty, at least in her case. So, but novelty can be tricky because it will go away. And what I suggested her, I didn't give any specific decisions, but my suggestion was that just because the new guy is 11 years older than she is, she should not care about the age. Never look at the age of another person. You can look at the maturity, the thinking and the behavior. Is this just a boy who is not responsible, doesn't want to contribute to anything, just want a mommy? Or is he a real man and contributes and responsible and take care of you and take care of himself? And then it doesn't matter who is older, it doesn't matter if 10, 20, 30 years difference, it doesn't matter. But look at the behavior, and that is much more important. So, of course, I cannot give any specific advice, but it's more about the process, how to make a decision. And, okay, don't listen to your feeling, but don't make a decision based on your feeling also. Don't just look at the logic, for example, the cost and this, but also don't ignore, this is part of the life. So try to make a good balance, understanding yourself, understanding the other person, understand the financial consequences, understand the new opportunity, the new start, but also understand the dynamics of a relationship. At the beginning everything seems so perfect, there is a lot of hope, because probably you are more motivated to be fun, and the other person is also more motivated, but after a while it will disappear. And then if you really rely on another person, so the final the best way, if you create a life and a kind of thinking that you don't need any other person to be happy. And in this case, the decision maybe will be easier because actually you don't need anybody to be happy, but you can choose more freely. And of course, also create a life, so not just emotional independence and that you have your own fun and interest in life and you have your own friends, but also become financially independent, because in this case it will not influence. You can really choose a person that you feel that it's a very good choice for long term and not influenced by finances.